Right, okay, so we... Romford Horrific Film Festival 2026 is still underway. This is day 3. We have just shown a feature called She's a Bitch. Cracking name, cracking film. I don't think I've seen anything quite like this. So let's go down the line from everyone and tell us who you are and what you did on this project.
Okay. My name's Eileen Daly. I wrote it and edited it and starred in it. Also, that's it, I think. And Jason?
Yeah, I'm Jason Impey, and I'm the Director of Photography, Assistant Editor, and Eileen's Wrangler.
Right-hand man.
Yeah, I'm Ryrie, so I was enlisted to assist with the judicial application of fake blood and General Block's body on scene, and then I ended up in it too. Twice. Those of you who are sharp-eyed, I actually ended up in it 3 times because I'm also in a mask in a tree because Moray didn't fit in the tree. And it was the first time I met the next one down our line.
Yeah, I'm Moray Binfield. I played Bill, the incompetent director, and the master in the flashback scenes, and also wore a mask for some of the devil sort of.
Moray was everybody who hadn't turned up in a different mask.
And I'm Tricia Blades. As Eileen said, we've been friends since we were 12. Long time. And yeah, I have no connection to the film industry at all. I'm actually a journalist, so I always try and get the behind the scenes dirt, but I didn't get any, I'm afraid. But yeah, it was the first time for me, and I am a bit of an introvert, so it was a bit of a challenge, and it ended up being just a ball of fun for me.
Hello, yeah, I'm Carl Allen. I play a cocky, demon hunter sort of medium bloke. A bit too cocky for his, for how he is, but yeah. So I had the privilege of being able to work with a huge fan of Eileen since the early 90s, huge fan. And because of this woman next to me on to the right, I was able to have the privilege to be able to work with them all, and they're all great people, and it's worked out amazing. So yeah, very happy, yeah, and funny as hell.
So Eileen, first of all, I'm quite scared to ask this question. Where did this movie come from?
I like werewolf movies. And I thought She's a Bitch was a good name because it was a female dog is a bitch, and that's where the name came from. I just like things that are funny. I like horror, I love horror, but I do like Carry On. So I wanted to mix both of the horror and Carry On together. I like dogs, as everyone knows I like dogs, because, I've had loads in my life and I love them all, animals. And I just enjoy making the movie, and I don't know where it came from, actually. I don't know. It worked, I think. Would I do anything different? I most probably, if I had a bit of cash. But we did it very, very low budget. This was all about love. It wasn't... that's it. It was all about love. Like most of us in the indie scene, there's no cash. It's about hard work and long hours and enjoying every moment. And I've enjoyed every moment of these people. They were marvellous on set. And, I don't necessarily use actors. I use friends, people that I feel that I feel for you. I can't explain it. If I've got a feeling for you and I've got a part, you don't have to be an actor. Because I can see you in that part and I can see you portraying it, just like I saw everyone here in that part. So that's it.
So pushing down the line to everyone else, Eileen saw all of you guys in these parts, but what was it about these parts, other than Eileen being involved, was it that you wanted to do this film?
I love independent filmmaking. I have done all my life. As Eileen says, I do echo that I'm in it for passion. It's a very hard scene, but do you know what, if you get the right team, which this was one of the best shoots I've done and one of the best teams I've worked with, because it made me realise why I love film so much. There's been some hard shoots out there, but working with Eileen, which I've done for many years on many shoots, it reignites my passion a little bit because it makes me enjoy filmmaking again, and I was able to have a lot of play with this and put a lot of film nods and references, and because I had a good working relationship with Eileen, I knew that I could have fun with this project, and I played myself as a filmmaker.
Yes.
Bit of a stretch, that one.
Dig deep, James, dig deep. So I know Eileen through Redemption Films and Nigel Wingrove and stuff. And so as Eileen was having the ideas, I kind of came on board with like backgroundy, just wrangling of stuff. And I just like to make myself useful. So, but this was where I ended up meeting Moray through Eileen, and then through Moray I met MJ. The week after we got back, MJ was filming a different film, so I got roped into that, and then, I mean, the rest is history. You all see me at these every year now, so I've got no excuse not to come. I'm the only person that lives in Romford, so I have to be here.
Oh my God, poor you.
This was the beginning of it, and having worked on other stuff now, I mean, Jason's right, this was just laugh a minute, and it was a load of people who like horror films making a horror film. So the films that have gone before with the I See the Dead, it's all kind of a traditional trope because Eileen's come from that industry, so you can just follow like the team as they go through each bit of horror that you love, and you can tell that the people who made it love it as well. So yeah.
Yeah, I first met Eileen working
Witches.
on Witches Brew, yeah, in Northampton.
2014, I met Murray. He came along. I put on Facebook, could anyone help with anything that we are doing on Witches Brew? That was our third film in I See the Dead. And Murray turned up, and it was amazing because he did everything. He was a witch. Amazing. Carry on. You.
Wearing a sort of demon mask and bursting out of haystacks and things like that in that film.
Yes.
And also met MJ on that film. So
Yes, MJ was second camera, and it was wonderful. And Murray met MJ on that. So you meet and greet, and it's great. And then they became a pack in MJ's films, which are marvellous. You know, go ahead. Don't let me speak for you.
quickly before we continue down the line, though, Murray, there was a lot of laughs in this film. There was a lot of moments that everybody had just out there. But for me, that bedroom scene with you just staring, the comic timing on that is just sensational.
I'll not be down to editing. Yeah, I was just doing what I was told, really, and sort of hoping it worked out right.
And that's why everybody likes having Murray on set.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I lost my phone.
So continuing on the line, we were at the point of why you wanted to get involved.
I didn't want to get involved. It was my idea. I went round her dad's house for the barbecue, Mummy's house, and brought Carl. Trish, I'm doing a film. Do you want to be in it? Do you want to be in it, Carl? No, Eileen, don't. Just stop. I'm not doing it. She goes, no, come on, but she can talk me into anything. And I kind of thought, well, whatever happens, I know I'm going to have a good laugh. So I had to psych myself up for it. I think I was on steroids that week, wasn't I? Possibly. Yeah, just to get through it, because I thought, I don't know if I can do this. But I would do it again. I genuinely would. I had so much fun doing it.
Well, Eileen's invitation alone supersedes anything else to me, but the sheer diversity of the film, and being able just to be completely how you want to be. And Eileen's got a great placement. She knew where to put me, and I have no experience in acting at all. Bands, yeah, and all that, blah blah blah. But this is my first experience completely, and she knew exactly what to do with me, how to place me, and just how to let me be myself, even though I'm not that cocky on there. I'm nothing like that, really.
Seriously?
But, yeah, well, I'm drinking later, so let's get back on it. So yeah. But no, it's just a complete pleasure, and just to be involved with all the team, and all of you were great. And Murray, you're the kind of bloke, if there was 5 minutes to live, you just make a cup of tea. You would. You go, fuck it. You go, I'll just make a cup of tea. This bloke plays so many characters, and to a fault, most laughs I had with him. And Kurt's not here, unfortunately, but obviously if this goes anywhere, good luck to Kurt, and hopefully he's all right.
Yeah, Kurt for the camera.
Yeah, but just respect to Eileen, thanks a lot. It's a pleasure.
So I'm going to ask for a particular moment from each of you in this movie. Because there was a lot of the times that I was sitting there watching it thinking, I can't believe somebody actually filmed this. Was there a moment...
I ask myself that
Was there a moment for each of you when you were on set and you were thinking, what are we doing here?
Yeah, the shoot.
I really do think it was Kurt's scene, babe, really. I just thought, oh, for fuck's sake, this is going on. But he took the lead and he delivered.
Yeah.
In the end, didn't he?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, what else? What other scenes were a little bit...
My favourite is the fact that Moray and I met less than 24 hours before we filmed the Beast and Flashback Girl. That's me in the blue dress, by the way, in the week. So we'd met very, very recently, and then Eileen was like, by the way, so you're going to basically try and rape her. Hi, Moray,
yes,
and you're going to bite his ear. And I just went, Moray, you seem like a really nice guy, and I'm telling you now, I'm going to actually bite your ear. And I actually did, yeah. And we've been friends ever since.
I actually think I wanted to, when I brought the little girl back in, when they all walked into the house, I really wanted to make that a very sad moment of the film. Just for her to just go, she was always there, she would always go back, she was always that 14-year-old girl that got raped. And when the devil brought everyone back, you know, Delilah turned up right at the end, and she walks into the house as the little girl. And I always thought, as I was working on it and editing it, it just I was kind of emotional. Not anymore. When I first done it, I thought, oh, that's really emotional. Not anymore, and I don't even know if it actually worked as an emotional thing on screen, because you work on everything and you work it, and in the end you're actually blinded. You can't see it. You can't see anymore. It's weird, isn't it? That you just, you know. But I wanted that as a really touching moment, but whether it transpires to that, I don't know.
You got a lot of laughs today. A lot of laughs, a lot of gasps as well. There was a lot of reactions. What's your favourite moment in the movie that you audibly hear people in the audience gasp or laugh, or that maybe wasn't intended to be that way, but actually they took it that way, and that's for everyone as well?
I think the stone. It's very simple, but I've seen many stones. I didn't know that was the right stone. I've seen many stones. I thought it's funny. It's just a simple thing.
Well, to be honest, what I've found is you never quite know what's going to make it into the edit with the film. So whenever I'm rolling, which is all the time, because of you were using literally behind the scenes stuff to tell the story. So it's just comedy gold sometimes. You never know what you're going to get. There's a little bit of Dog Me 95 style of filmmaking where people were going a little bit freestyle, especially Kurt, who was amazing, and he brought in such controversial jokes that were a little bit going over people's heads at some point, and I was clopping all of them.
They were just coming out. That was Kurt. Most of that with Kurt is just, it comes straight out of him in the moment, and I don't even think he knows it's coming, but he is just got a real sense of humour through him that's just so genuine but dark.
He was living the character for real.
Murray?
Well, it's all it's all quite an overwhelming experience, really, because it's great meeting these guys, but seeing you throw yourself around in the forest is
Yeah. That's
It's got to do it, yeah.
How many injuries did you have after that?
He was fine.
I was alright, but probably not the day after, because you just don't notice at the time. You just do it, you do it. Because you're taking so many shots, it's like you have no choice but to redo it and redo it and redo it. If you're going to go for it, go for it. You know? It's one day's chance to do it. I didn't have to try, it just felt like, do it. You know,
and there were the insect bites, weren't there?
Oh man, yeah. We had the load. Yeah, my head was bitten to fuck. Because like, I don't know, like, there's something in the woods that was attacking us all. And like,
Not just the beast.
We kept getting bitten by ordinary animals, not alone. Yeah.
I Are there any intentions to hopefully bring the whole team back together again and make another feature, another project?
Yes,
Would you love to work with this team again?
I am going to do another movie this year, and it is going to be the ghost busting team yet again. So I've got 3 scripts at the moment, and I'm definitely going to bring everyone back. I'm not going to leave anyone out, and I'm going to bring more people in. That I know, love, and they were in the last few films, but they couldn't be hit. They couldn't do this film due to hospital appointments and things like that. Of course I am. I'm unstoppable.
And is that reciprocated?
No.
No, I'm down.
Yeah, we are the team. We're
We are the team,
Eileen
right.
Daly Productions team.
So I'm going to throw it out. Does anybody in the audience have a question about this movie? Yep, go for it.
Hi, thank you for that, Phil. It was great fun. It was great fun. I didn't see it before, but I know it was shown it was shown at Friday. It was shown in Southend last year, sorry. But I think it said in the programme or the internet that it was changed. This is like a different cut. What was changed from the previous showings?
The Horror on Sea version was the Impey cut, which was my edit, which was probably, I'd say, more straight-laced film, whereas this was very, very different. Like, the chronological order is different, there's different takes, different footage. I would say it's a good 80% different, really.
Yeah, totally different. This is the director's cut, and that was the Impey cut.
Right.
Most of the films that we've done demons, ghosts, vampires. Jason does his cut, and I do my cut, the director's cut, and then when we get them on DVD, they'll both be in the DVD. So you've got a double bill of, you've got one film if you like that one, and you've got that one if you like that one. It's a sort of jamboree bag, but Jason does his cut always because you love it. You just do it.
Yeah, I can't get out of the edit speak. I'm tied to that.
Yes, and that's.
And do we have anyone else? I can't see hands, so you will have to just shout. Yep, over to the back.
I'd just like to ask, when you write your scripts, do you all stick to the script when you're...
No. I can't. They're like untamed animals, honestly. I give them the script, and they just go with it. And if they get it, all I ask is that my actors don't go over each other. They don't talk over each other because usually they are funnier than the script. Just their natural being. So I do a script, but I don't. If you've got something good, I'll go with you because you're the talent. I'm not a professional writer. I just know that what I need to get in. Sandra, would you ask me that question?
It comes back to what I said about the Dogme 95, where you know the beginning, middle, and end. You have an outline. It's like a treatment, but you let the actors.
Yep.
You literally fill them in their role, so they know it inside out, and then you let them be free with it.
Say, I think you underestimate yourself when you say you're not a writer or not. You did a fabulous job, and I think you really enjoyed it.
Thank you, Sandra.
Another one. Do we have anyone else? Hand up or throw your voice. Oh, here we
Are you
go.
going to do a sequel?
No, I never do sequels. The next one is going to be a ghost, paranormal, but we will use the ghost busting team. We always have the camera girl, we'll use the same characters, but it will be a different movie. I know they died in this one, but it doesn't matter, it's fiction, they'll come back and
a little dream.
yes, they'll come back. What I really thought was, and I often think is, did the movie make sense? And was there any loose ends? That's all I worry about. Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? Did it make sense? And did you get all the bits?
I think the loose ends, in a sense, would justify not a sequel, but another film. And I mean, you can work with loose ends in a way, can't you?
Yes.
And nothing has to be finite.
Yes, it doesn't have to be.
Tricia's right. You've got to leave a couple so you can
pick
them back up if you want.
Yeah, you can pick the threads back up. Yes, you know, we're not professional filmmakers. You know, we didn't go to film school. I've done it all my life, but it doesn't make me a professional. And you went to film school, didn't you?
Yeah.
So, yes, okay. But, you know, to tell a story, you don't have to be a professional. You just tell a story. And if you like it, you like it. You know, it's easy, you know. As long as it's, and it's entertainment. You don't want to bloody bore anyone. The worst thing ever is to bore and to be long-winded and it needs to choop like a tube chain.
It's like there was that question about did we all find like should we beat it like at one point or any other point? And no, because we all clicked as a family so quickly. We came off the train, that was it, bang. You know what I mean? It was just I only knew how to choose and like we all just cracked on. It was just like it was like a family like kind of instantly. You know, where there was no hard bits at all. It was knackering because it's like because I'm not used to being on set and being ready and all that sort of thing and like 9-hour days, blah blah blah, you know. But apart from that, fatigue is fatigue. But there was no like why am I here?
And the drink and the sex, was it rampant?
It was great.
Where do I go from there?
We all had our own moments.
Does anybody else have any more questions? There's someone there? I can't actually see, but you need to shout.
Yeah, shout. Were there any new techniques or methods that you learned while making the film that you take on to when you're making feature films?
Were there any new techniques or methods that you will take with you when making more feature films?
Oh God, yeah. You're learning all the time. I've learned so much from my first film, Mr. Crispin, to now. I've learned a whole load of stuff, and technology is coming so fast. Not that I use a lot of technology. I did do the vampire, the werewolves. Okay, I own up to that because one guy said there's no werewolves in that movie, so I put some werewolves in. But you learn. It's just like going to school, and you're self-taught. You know, you make mistakes all the time, and then this is where this kind of thing is wonderful. You see it up in the screen, and you think, oh God, that's a mistake. That cut's bad. So you're learning constantly. You can't. You'll never be perfect. A film will never be perfect. It will never be perfect. Even Kubrick would say his films were never perfect because you want to keep on tweaking with it, and you've got to let it go, even if it's imperfect. And actually, imperfect is better because it leaves you. You want your audience to have an imagination, to take it with them on their journey, not your journey, their journey, and that's where imperfect, you know, they you don't want to force it down their throat, you just want to take them on the journey, and they fill in the blank spaces, and that is the key to filmmaking. I don't know.
No, absolutely. I don't know why you're asking me.
No, I don't know.
You're the filmmakers.
No, I will say, you're right. Every single film you make, and even every single film I'm working on or I make, is a learning experience still. Yes. And I teach filmmaking as well as a freelance post, and I teach people that as well, that the best way to learn is make your own film. You can learn as much as you want from a textbook or a classroom, but making your own film is, and you agree, every filmmaker's not happy with their film. You're always gonna, and I have to teach people is you have to sometimes say, it's done, get it out there, otherwise, me and you've had many conversations about that.
Just let it go, and make its own way in the world.
So I'm going to end up with this one, and your movie does have a bitchin' score, by the way. Some great music in this film.
Thank you. That's my friend, Ben Furkettle, my boyfriend. Where's Ben? Oh yeah. I didn't. And I used somebody else's. He's wonderful, also a great talent, and I used some of his music as well. So there's two boys, mostly Ben. I always use Ben as my score. But the She's the Bitch, do 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 do. That was Translucent Minds, my friend from Paul. So, but he wrote that song for us.
So with that, you have a lot of great music in this film, and there are some little dancey sort of scenes, but if we went back and we reshot one particular scene in this movie as an all singing, all dancing cast and crew musical number, what scene would you do and what would the musical number be? And this is for everyone.
Oh, I don't understand. What would I do?
So you reshoot the scene, but it's as a musical number, a big dance piece with the entire cast.
Oh.
What would the song be? What would the scene be?
What would you choose?
The exorcism scene.
Yes, that's right. I do the exorcism scene where everyone just breaks out in dancing and then goes back and goes, "You're all doomed."
Because Kurt had the Elvis thing going on.
And
so
he had that, and then you had Lou, then you had Murray, then you had Trish, you had Carl, yeah, everyone sort of breaking out, sort of like Fame, I want to live forever. You know, that, I think, yeah. What do you reckon, Doug?
A few people leaping in from the wings with the jazz splits in the middle of the exorcism is going to win, right?
Any other scenes anybody would pick?
I would like a musical version of Rambo in the Woods.
Yes, I
Maybe some little like leaps for the chorus line.
I am the tiger in the background.
Yes, I am the tiger.
Very dainty
Yes.
violins, yeah.
Wow.
I have a reason that.
I have to admit, the running was cool, but that all of a sudden just that diving and just landing, I was just saying, oh man, and then you did it again, and again.
I just had that buzz of like, fuck it. So I want to be like a fucking schoolboy in the jungle,
break my
like
ribs.
watching Predator and always, you know, I was like, I'm going to take the piss out of that. I know I do take the piss out of myself a lot. That's the whole point. It's like being self-deprecating. It's like have fun with it. And like, yeah, so yeah, I was just like, right, if I'm going to do this, my first ever fucking shot of doing something like crazy, I'm just going to go for it, you know. And it wasn't real cocaine either.
I couldn't afford it.
Just
Glucose.
Right, folks, absolutely thank you so much for giving us this film.
Oh,
thank you for letting us put it up on the big screen, but most of all, thank you just for being here today and doing this.
All right, Emma, thank you so much. Thank you.